YouTube was down with it. So look, I studied a lot of cultures throughout the years, right? And like Japanese culture, Chinese culture, Italian, Hispanic, like not just American. Indian culture, Native American culture. That's some of my roots. It's just like when you study so many different cultures, it helps you to understand life in different ways. And I got into Journey of the West upon studying Asian culture. And that's how I was introduced to Dragon Ball. And like I watched that series from when Goku was a kid to when, like the present stuff. And it's like the Journey of the West, that was like a much deeper story. But Dragon Ball takes a deep story and kind of makes it fun in different ways. It makes it colorful and it makes it like a journey. They're both journeys, but like the way Dragon Ball is done is just like anybody could relate to it. But I say that to say, if they were to make a Dragon Ball movie, they would have to start when the series started. They would have to go from like Crash Landing to Grandpa finding Goku. Like they would have to do all of that and then slowly build into bigger movies, because it's going to take time to even understand what you would even want to do with that. And I feel like Dragon Ball is just, you can create like a mystical adventure without too much going on. They can make it like, remember like those old movies where they would put a suit on? Like they could have like a lot of suits and stuff like that for some of the characters instead of like CGI and everything. Make it feel like something, a place where you could actually go. Have like real characters and suits, but it's so well made, because I know somebody has like a budget to where they could pull it off. Like there's no way they're making all of these DC movies the way they make them, and like we can't get a Dragon Ball. Like that's just crazy. So it's like it would take for them to start there and then slowly build to the Saiyan saga. Like you gotta do the first tournaments and all of that. You gotta do all of those. You gotta introduce all of those characters from like the beginning. It'll make it more fun if you just go through that, and then you slowly build into Raditz jumping on a planet, like, and you gotta make it a huge threat. It gotta feel so threatening, like nothing in the Mystical Adventure. Mystical Adventure could be a lot of threats in there, because there were some pretty rough moments, but like it will have to become like even more dark theme than the darkest theme in Dragon Ball. So like, I don't know, I just feel like it's time for them to start pulling that type of move off and like getting more movies like that. I think it could start a new era of fun live action movies. I don't know. I wish I knew like a director like that to where I could even get your idea or two to, because like I would work on it personally. Like I would work on it personally and be like, look, no, you gotta make it like this, because the OG fans gonna want it like this. Because like if you, alright, nobody was around to actually watch Dragon Ball. Well, I guess few people, but most of us weren't. So like, if you really like that series, you went back and you watched the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you really understand what you're even watching. Like, you can't understand Dragon Ball Z or Super if you never watch Dragon Ball. Like, it doesn't even make sense to even watch it if you never watch Dragon Ball all the way through. Every episode, they're all important. I don't care what you think, they're all important. Like, in every story, every page is important. You can't skip a page. Yeah, you're gonna skip page 5 to read page 8. And it's like, you missed out on a lot. So, yeah, I mean, I like talking Dragon Ball. It kind of inspired. Sun Myko inspired the name more because his is actually S-U-N. And you know, Dragon Ball took it and made it S-O-N, like the names, you know, like they put a name like Sam or San or Sun, like they'll put that on the beginning of their name in different respects. So, you know, it was more like Sun Myko, but I kind of blended it in a way because like Myko kind of has the Goku effect, you know. I just kind of played with my middle name, you know, Myko. So I just played with my middle name and like made it an interesting artist name. And you know, like Akira Toriyama, he's a big inspiration in a lot of the stuff that I actually put out with like my artwork. Like when I create art digitally, because I don't hand draw anything, but I can create digitally. So like when I put out images, it's like highly inspired by Dragon Ball. So yeah, I like to keep that going. I would love to work with Toyotaro, honestly, or any of the guys like that work on the series and bring something different, you know, a whole new series, because I have like a anime character already. I would just need it animated in a story. And like, you know, I plan on working on things like that. I really want to work on stuff like that. It's just finding the right people. That's all it is, you know. But I'm going to find them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep looking, keep searching. I don't give up until it's out of my head. So yeah, I hope y'all have a beautiful day. I'll get back to y'all real soon.